Okay, let's talk about AI chatbots. They feel like actual magic, don't they? I mean, they can write a poem, they can plan your next vacation, they can even explain quantum physics. But they have this one huge, really frustrating blind spot. So today, we're going to explore what that is and how this brilliant technique called RAG gives them the one thing they've been missing.
Just think about it for a second. Have you ever tried to ask an AI a question about something that's, specific to you? Something that isn't just out there on the public internet. Maybe you asked about an internal company policy or the details of a project you're working on. And what happened when you did?
Yep, you probably got some version of this classic non-answer. And it is so frustrating. But here's the thing, it's not because the AI isn't smart enough. The problem isn't about intelligence at all, it's about access. The AI is basically locked out of your private world.
And that really is the core of the problem. These incredibly powerful language models, they're trained on the vast, vast expanse of the public internet. But they have absolutely no idea about the data that lives inside your company's databases, or in your personal files, or on your university's private servers.
So let's use a perfect, really simple example. Let's say you're a student and you ask a standard AI chatbot about your specific Gen AI course. You just need to know the schedule, the classroom, maybe the professor's office hours. Simple stuff.
Well, the AI has no clue, not a single one. Why? Because that course information isn't on Wikipedia. It's stored away, safe and sound, in your school's private database. The AI can't see it, so it can't answer your question. It's kind of like asking a librarian about a book that isn't even in their library.
So how do we fix this, right? How do we give that powerful AI brain the access it needs to the right information at exactly the right time? Well, this is where a wonderfully elegant solution comes into play, and it's known as RAG.
Now I know, it's a bit of a mouthful, Retrieval Augmented Generation. But don't worry about the name, because the concept behind it is actually incredibly simple once you see it broken down.
So, in really simple terms, RAG acts like a super fast, super efficient research assistant for the AI. Before the AI even tries to answer your question, RAG zips out, finds the exact piece of information needed, and just hands it over. Pretty cool, right?
So what do those three letters, RAG, actually stand for in practice? Let's walk through the whole process step by step, using our course timings example. Okay, so it all kicks off with R for retrieval. The second you ask your question, the system basically turns into a detective. It instantly searches that private database, and it's not just looking for keywords, it's looking for relevant concepts, and it retrieves every piece of info related to the Gen AI course, the schedule, the professor, the syllabus. It's literally grabbing all the puzzle pieces it needs.
Next up is A for augmented. Now this step is crucial. The system takes all that raw data it just found, and it cleverly augments or enhances your original question with it. Just imagine secretly attaching the exact right page from a textbook to your query before you hand it in. That's what this does. The AI now has your question and all the context it needs to answer it.
And finally, we get to G for generation. Now that the AI has this supercharged prompt, it can just do what it does best. It looks at your original question, it analyzes all the brand new information it was just handed, and it generates a clear, accurate answer in natural language. So now, the chatbot can confidently tell you the exact time and place for your course because it was just given the facts.
So let's just put it all together real quick. You can see it in this flow. It's a simple but really powerful little loop. You ask your question, this system retrieves the specific data, it augments your query with that data, and then, and only then, does the AI generate the answer. And this entire dance, it happens in a fraction of a second. It transforms a generalist AI into a focused expert, just for you.
Okay, so this is way more than just a clever technical trick. This is a fundamental upgrade for how we interact with AI. It makes artificial intelligence not just smarter, but, and this is the important part, more trustworthy. Let's look at why that is.
The impact here is just huge. With RAG, an AI can access information that was created literally 1 second ago. It can securely use confidential company data to answer your question without that data ever being absorbed into its core training. And maybe most importantly, its answers become so much more reliable because they're grounded in specific, verifiable sources.
I think this really gets to the heart of it. A standard AI, it's like a textbook that was printed last year. It's full of useful but ultimately static and general information. But a RAG-powered AI, that's like having a direct line to a live expert who can look up the very latest, most specific details for you, right on the spot.
So if you're going to remember one thing from all this, let it be this. If a large language model is a brilliant brain, then RAG is its library card. It gives that brain special access to a specialized library, your company's database, your personal notes, whatever, so it can find the exact right book at the exact right time to answer your question perfectly.
And that really just opens up a whole new world, doesn't it? So think about it for a minute. With this kind of technology, what questions could you finally get answers to? What private data, what internal knowledge could an AI suddenly unlock for you? The possibilities are pretty fascinating to consider. Thanks for joining me.